Hello, my smutlings, and welcome to the Unfiltered Book Recap. My name is Bria, aka your fairy smut mother, and before we get into our book for today, please remember that I am spoiling books in these episodes. If you do not want anything spoiled for you in any of these books, please do not listen any further. If you are someone that likes a little bit of spoilers here and there, continue on. If you want the entire thing spoiled, in case you just want to know everything that happens before you go into it, this is for you. And I'm very excited because today's book is Fatal Collision by Harleigh Beck. This is a rich boy, poor girl story where we meet Jessica Holt. Jessica Holt has a younger sister and an older brother. Their mom is terminally ill, and right now she is in hospital care because she cannot fend for herself. She needs constant care, and her father's an alcoholic. Father is just a piece of shit, honestly. And so when things started to decline, the brother basically is working at this car shop, and so the middle sister is thinking that with what he's doing, he's helping to pay the bills, but they live in the poor town, so like everything's kind of just still falling apart, and they just need to make ends meet. And so one day she finds out that he is actually he's doing races and dealing with drugs. And she gets upset. She's like, I thought you were making money at this car shop. I thought you were doing things legally. Like, what is going on? And so he's like, we're drowning. I don't know how to pay for mom's bills. I don't know how to pay for all these bills. Like, dad's just not helping. And so they're butting heads because now both of them have had to step up in this household to take care of everything, while the younger sibling can still be a child. Like, the middle child is in high school, still hasn't graduated. I believe, if I remember correctly, the brother either did graduate but didn't go anywhere, or didn't graduate because he just had to drop out and take care of them. So that's how we meet Jessica at the party that she's at, because she got invited to this high-end party with her friends. And so she knows that she's in the rich part of town. She knows whose house that she's in. So she decides, you know what, I'm just going to steal some things. Well, that's where we meet. That's when we meet Kane Ravencourt. That's where we meet Kane Ravencourt. He is our rich boy who's got a lot more problems than we ever truly thought. And so when they first meet, she is stealing things from the office that she walked into, and he goes, yeah, no, you're not leaving with any of that. And so they are tasseling, and she pulls a gun out on him. And in the process of doing this, it kind of gets him turned on. And so she ties him up to a chair, holds him at gunpoint, and makes him come. And then leaves him there while she's running with all this stuff, but she keeps dropping things. So she only goes away with this knife that she has. Well, that knife is a family heirloom. And so the next day, when the father is going to the office, he goes, our heirloom is missing. We need that heirloom back. You have to find out where it is because you're in charge of the family. Now, Kane is one of two brothers. He is the one that is supposed to be taking over for the family. The younger brother is kind of just doing his own thing, partying a lot. You think that the way that they're acting is just because they are rich, spoiled kids, and it's really, really not. And so you find out one night when she goes out to the races that he is now stalking her. He is now following her, getting to know her, getting to know everything about her, because he has now become obsessed with her, to the point where during the race, when he is racing against her brother, she accidentally gets into the car, not knowing whose car it was, and it was his car. And so she's literally in the car when he beats her brother, and they are going at it because they have this sexual tension. She thinks that, because of his reputation, he wants nothing to do with her other than for her body, and she just needs to get her shit together. But come to find out, he is actually starting to fall for her because she sees him for the man that he is and not for anything else, and he can't let that go. He does not care that they're from two different worlds. He does not care, and she starts to fall for him, but the brother finds out. The brother is mad. And he's like, you cannot be with him, you cannot trust him, you can't believe anything he says because he only wants you for your body. And so because that keeps happening, she keeps visiting her mom, she starts believing in all of this. And so she goes and hangs out with her friends at a party, and she's all cozied up with another guy that's the brother's friend, posts a picture on social media. Our boy's not happy about that. Our boy is like, why are you sitting on his lap? Who is he? And she's like, none of your business. Really none of your business. And long story short, he decides one night to find where she lives, takes her for a car ride, gets her off on this car ride, takes her to one of his quiet places, and is starting to open up about certain things happening in his life and why he feels so drawn to her and wants to be with her. Well, you find out at the end of the book that the reason why the one brother keeps himself completely drugged up while the other one, Kane, is constantly out and about and constantly guarded is because they are constantly having to screw the governor's wife just to keep their family, like, together, because the father's a piece of shit and keeps hovering their mom over their heads, because the mom's also not mentally doing well. And so they have to monthly screw this person, and every time they do that, they disappear for a couple of days. And so in the middle of the story, she doesn't hear from him for a couple of days, so she's like, oh, he wants nothing to do with me, like, he's tired of me. And it's not. It's because every time they have to do this task, they literally, like, don't want to talk to anybody. They're dead to the world. They just want to be to themselves. And so this is what I believe is going to be 3 books. There's already 2 books out for this series. When I tell you, I have fallen in love with these characters, this story, how it's going. Harleigh Beck is really good at cliffhangers, because when I tell you the way that she ended both books tore my heart out. I'm like, are you serious right now? Why are we doing this? But anyway, if you're looking for a dark romance where it's enemies to lovers, rich boy, poor girl, there's rivalry, there's forbidden romance, I would pick up this book because it is so good, it is so delicious, and you will absolutely love it.